Hey everybody, how's it going? Just want to show out the new 2018 Dodge Challenger here, SXT version. I got the SXT Plus. It's the black top, so it comes with the black rims, the black front grille, the black side skirts, and then we'll work our way over here to the back. Just showing you a quick walk around here. Just got out of the car wash a couple hours ago, and it's pollen season, so you know what that means. Came out here and did a little bit of detail on it so that way you guys can see it. Like the spoiler that they put on there, the camera's mounted on the spoiler, so if you wanted to take that off, unfortunately you would lose the ability to actually have a rear view mirror, a rear view viewing angle. So we got the Dodge badge right here. Hello. And I like those tail lights. Looks, as you can see, I got it from Pomoco here in Newport News. They do great business. We actually got this car for $8,000 less than it was marked at. Plus I talked them down another $500. So, and here is the left side. As you can see, in most models the fuel door will be chrome, but we got the black top version, so obviously it's going to be black. And it does take 87 octane. You can put premium in it if you want, but that's just if you want to get a little bit more horsepower. We already have a little bit of tar coming here in the back. Kind of let her have it a little bit ago on the freeway. I didn't go over speed limit much, but you know, maybe 70, 72. As you can see, the wheels here look really nice. The only issue that I did have was that it had a little bit of rust, as you can see in the brake rotors here. That will, you know, just be with any car that's on the lot. You know, if it rains, you know, it's gonna have that, unless you get it straight from the factory, but even then the moisture in the air is gonna cling to it. I do like the tire shine here that we got on the car wash. It's actually automated, so it's pretty neat. I did see, however, it's kind of missed a spot here. It kind of like half the rim, but still pretty good, you know, just for $35 a month, unlimited car washes. So I take that back. That's unlimited for the month, but you get one free a day. So here's the driver's side, and it's pretty cool about this is that you get to unlock the car as long as you have the key by just putting your hand underneath. See, it released that, and then you just want to lock it, you just touch. So it doesn't have the step away feature, which means like you can just step away from the vehicle and it'll lock itself, which was nice that we had in our Honda Civic. But here, I'll take a look inside, show you guys. And also the window comes down when you open the handle, so that way it doesn't mess up the trim. And it's also a perfect seal. So in here, before I step in, I want to show you guys we got the leather seats, and they also blow air or heat your bottom and your back for comfort. There is plenty of space actually in the back here. We have a dog, 50 pounds, his name Draco. You've probably seen in my other videos. He's going to be going with us to a road trip in Illinois, so here in a few months, so that'll be where he will be. And we also have a vent back here. I'm gonna just show the camera over here. There's two vents right there that blow back for him. Alright, let me put the seat down real quick, and you can take this strap off right here just to be able to access it a little bit easier. Okay, so let's go in. Alright, so everything, as soon as you come in here, just like welcomes you into the vehicle. You got nice heated leather wrapped steering wheel. You also have the paddle shifts right here. You got the voice commands here for Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and then you have the selections to be able to maneuver around your dashboard. Over here off to the right, the option that it didn't come with, because this is not the GT version or above, is the ability to have adaptive cruise control, but we do have regular cruise control. And paddle shifts up and down. And then you have on the back side of this, I don't know if you can get a good view. That is the actual button right here. Trying to get to focus. There's a button back here that you can tab up to volume down, tab down, volume up, volume down, and then mute and cycle through your different type of audio systems. It was different for this setup here because I'm not used to such a huge dash, but it's really nice actually. Kind of gives it that muscly type feel for this type of sports car. As you can see, you have plenty of room. Driver's side, everything's kind of shifted towards you a little bit. Nice gear shifter. It also does the manual mode, so you pull down to shift up and then push up to shift down, so that's fun. Well, let's go ahead and start her up. Alright, nice little Challenger, Dodge, and Sirius XM. We actually get that for a year. It might be on, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Alright, and then here's the driver and passenger setup, and this is kind of like what we chose for the background there. Just stock. You can change it if you want to, but we just kind of went with that. Just a few features here. I'm not going to go into a huge depth detail. I just want to show you guys the new car. You have the manual controls here, and then you also have the digital controls here. This is a 8.7 inch display. It's a lot bigger than the other models. My favorite feature on this would be the driver vent seat. So there is a little bit of delay, and the time that it kicks on, you'll be able to hear it pick up in the audio. So all that is actually coming from the back and the bottom of the seat. That's air that you can have blow up. And also, obviously, you can have driver heat if you want. I don't think they'll work at the same time because they kind of cancel each other out. I guess we can try it since we're on video. Yeah, see, turns that off and the heat's on. Another cool thing would be the Wi-Fi hotspot option. That you actually have to pay for. It's like a plan that you set up with AT&T. So that's totally up to you guys if you want to do that. The navigation's pretty sweet. You can just where to, points of interest, recent, trips, point on maps, search, favorites. It's got them all here. You can obviously save your home, work, closest cities, and even a phone number. I thought that was pretty cool. So let's go up here. Places of interest like gas stations, rest areas, banks, motels, restaurants. So pretty cool stuff. Let's get out of here, and we're gonna go to the U apps. Over here you can see performance control. Let's tap that, and right now we just tap the screen. Okay, sorry over that delay. You can see right here we have engine trans, normal. You can change that to sport if you'd like. It's going to shift at higher RPMs, and you're gonna definitely tell the difference, being that it's not normal if you change that. Paddle shifts, you can turn that off. Just keep in mind that when this is in drive, it's not going to allow you to use the paddle shifts because you're in drive, not manual. So I just leave it on, so that way when I switch to manual, it's fine. The traction, so sport traction or normal traction, I don't really know the difference for that much because I haven't really been on the track or anything. I mean, I know traction control off is right here, so I think that's something else. So I'll have to research that and get back with you guys later. The steering, normal, comfort, and sport. So the grip this has on the gears in normal is pretty nice, like not too heavy, like you can easily turn left and right. But when you turn it to sport, the steering actually gets stiffer, so it's a little bit rougher to, it's not like crazy rough to churn, but still a little bit of like resistance. And then comfort, it feels like really loose, not like to the point where it's gonna, you know, just like ooh, all over the road and stuff, but I just would like to keep it in normal, so it's a good medium. We have in the center here, let's focus in. I'm gonna go and mess through on the left side of the steering wheel, the buttons real quick to show you guys. Speedometer, vehicle info, talks about like engine horsepower. You can scroll left to get engine torque, air intake temperature, which is good if you're doing track pulls and you want to see, you know, the air intake temperature, because you're not going to get the best results when it's too hot. So colder temperature is better for your engine. And then you also have battery voltage, 14, anything above 13 volts is good, so 14.2 since it's charging with the alternator. And obviously as you rev it, it's going to increase that. Oil life, 97%. Like I said, we just got this, so it's good on the oil. And you can also change over here to see the oil pressure. That's pretty neat. I'm not going to stay on that like for my main dash display though. I like usually just keeping the speedometer on there. So oil temp, trans, coolant temp, another good one to have, and tire pressure. They're a little bit higher on the left side, like, and then the right side, the right rear is like 40. So I was wondering what that was about, but I haven't like noticed any hissing noises or leaks, knock on wood. Hopefully everything will be fine with that. So what we're gonna do is go over to performance. I'm gonna show you this real quick. You can do lap history, lap timer, so from 0 to 60, G-forces, current G-forces, braking distance, and quarter-mile timer. For yourself, obviously if you're at the track, they're gonna have a timer for you. 100-mile-an-hour timer track, and 60-mile-an-hour timer. You could probably do that on the interstate trying to merge. So cool little things that you can test out. Fuel economy right now, just sitting at idle, average is about 16. Not that bad actually. Do pretty well on the highway, doing cruising at 65, about roughly 22, 23, and then that's it for that. Come over here, let's see, we have 327 miles, 60 miles per gallon, and then just tells like, the amount of time basically underneath that trip's been going on. So, and that's trip B. I'll cycle back through. It's kind of like thing you can set up for like what's playing right now on Sirius XM or whatever it is if you have for audio. These are messages if you get for texts. And then screen setup. I guess, this is a cool feature. Upper left, you can have it, change. Instead of saying range, you want it to say something else. Upper right, instead of doing the temperature outside, you can have it do other things. Restore defaults. Current gear, that's a pretty nice one. I'll move the camera here so I can focus. And then odometer, obviously. Gear display, and then the center. So you can change all that if you want to customize it. And then back to speedometer. So we did take it out for a good spin earlier. Had a little fun with it. Another cool feature that we like about this is the rearview mirror. So it's set right now to auto dimming, so that way the car's lights behind us don't blind us while we're driving. You can also change that in the settings if you want to. We're gonna go back here and see, show you this real quick. Launch control. So this is basically set up to where you can take it to the track and you can change it to where it limits you at a little bit higher. The but you're gonna have to activate it. So I'm not gonna activate it because I don't want to mess with it. I just want to keep it plain and just go back to here where it says performance gauge. I'm going to show you this last one and then we'll wrap it up for the next video. Pretty cool loading screen. It doesn't take too long to come up. You got your engine oil, pressure, power, and horsepower and torque, as well as miles per hour and the gear that you're currently in. And then you can do it for the test dyno, and then these are your runs, basically your horsepower and your torque, and you can add it to do another one or a third pull or whatever. And then here's the G-forces gauges. This is a pretty cool setting. This is the first one, and then this is page 2, trans temp, air temp, and then you can always go back to it. This is a pretty cool feature. I didn't see it until earlier, but you got like a camera that's going to be able to allow you to take a screenshot of what you're currently doing at the moment. And then timers over here are going to be your 0 to 60, 0 to 100, 1/8 to 1/8 ET, and a quarter mile. And then here's your horsepower, current gear, G-force, and you can add another widget later if you want to. And then that's about it. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, then you can just subscribe, dislike, whatever. Hope you like this video, and see you next time.